Hi there. I want to ask you 3 questions. First one is, do you often experience sugar cravings? Second, do you often experience an energy slump in the afternoon? And 3 is, do you often crave something sweet after meals? So if you answered yes to any of those 3 questions, then unfortunately you may have a sugar addiction. And what I want to offer here in this video is some information about why we experience sugar cravings and 3 tips to help break those cravings and break an addiction to sugar. Before beginning, I want to briefly introduce myself. My name is Autumn Brucato. I'm a professionally trained chef, a health coach specializing in weight loss and digestive disorders, and founder of Heal with Autumn, which is a healthy eating and alternative living blog. Okay, so why is sugar so addictive in the first place? So, sugar makes us feel good, and that's because it releases dopamine into our brains after we eat it. And naturally, we're going to crave anything that makes us feel good. So that's one reason. Another is from a young age, we're conditioned to seek sugar as a comfort food. Okay, from when, at the end of a hard week, if you bake cookies or brownies for your child to congratulate them for getting an A on their paper, to, buying a bowl or eating a bowl of ice cream after we've gone through a bad breakup. We seek sugar because it makes us feel good. So we're conditioned to want that food anytime we are having a hard time or want to celebrate something, instead of just reserving it for special occasions. Now, what are the dangers of sugar and what are the effects upon our body? Well, they're countless, but the top 4, I would say, is that number 1, sugar inhibits your immune system. So that way we have a harder time fighting an infection the more sugar that we eat. Sugar also accelerates the aging process, which is pretty scary. Sugar has been linked to the development of a number of different types of cancers, and particularly scary for anyone with a digestive condition is that sugar can create an acidic environment in the digestive tract, which causes indigestion and malabsorption. Research is growing that shows that sugar is actually poisoning us and aging us. And actually, the American Heart Association came out with a study in 2009, and that resulted in the new recommendation that women should only be consuming about 6 teaspoons of sugar and men about 9 teaspoons of sugar every day. But can you guess what the average daily consumption of sugar is in the United States of America? It's actually about 355 calories of sugar, which amounts to 22 teaspoons every day. This is 22 teaspoons of sugar. And this here is about an 8-ounce mason jar, which is about half full. So the average American is consuming this much sugar every day. It's pretty scary. So what are my 3 tips for breaking sugar addiction? Number 1, and most important, is detox. You need to give your body a chance to recalibrate. And the only way you can really do that is by taking out all of the sugar. I've tried to break my former sugar addiction just by, limiting it, but you can only really do that if you're highly disciplined. So what I recommend is that one way, purchase this book. Sarah Wilson's I Quit Sugar is an 8-week detox program that I recently did, and it finally really helped me get a handle on my weakness, which was sugar. Even as a health coach, we all have our little vices. So I have no connection to Sarah, but I highly recommend this. I learned so much from her book. The second tip, embrace fat. And yes, you heard me correctly. So we all have grown up being told fat is bad, fat makes you fat, but it doesn't. Sugar makes you fat. And the argument that has for decades pervaded the American nutrition is that fat makes you fat, and it's highly flawed. But that is a whole other topic for another video. So low-fat food, that actually contains more sugar than the full-fat version, because that's an attempt to make it taste good, right? So once we take sugar out of our diets, the best thing you can do is replace it with fat and protein, because that curbs cravings, because it fills us up and we feel satiated. So you should replace sugar with healthy, wholesome, unprocessed, quality proteins and fats like eggs, nuts, avocado, olive oil, coconuts. Okay? And then my last tip is you want to find healthier ways to fulfill those cravings that work for you. So reward or treat yourself in a way that your body is going to thank you. Okay? Your body doesn't appreciate the inflammatory effects of sugar, I promise. So when you're feeling low, buy yourself a set of aromatherapy or bath oils rather than a chocolate croissant or a bowl of ice cream, okay? Also, if your child finishes, for example, a really hard week at school, instead of baking a dozen cookies, which conditions your child to expect and seek sugar as a reward, you want to treat them to a fun and educational experience, for example. And also another way is you could change your environment when you're having a craving. So if you really want a cookie, and I would suggest instead go for a walk, call a friend, take a bath, cuddle your pet, for example. So those are my 3 tips. Detox, embrace fat, and find a healthy way to fulfill cravings that works for you. So if you feel like you got some value from this little video, please share it with anyone in your life that needs a wake-up call or a motivation to break their sugar addiction. Or if you're interested in getting more videos like this and getting healthy lifestyle tips, please follow my blog at healwithautumn.com, and you can join my list. Or, if you yourself have a goal to get healthy and lose weight, I know what it takes and I can help you. So if you're ready to take your health back into your own hands, you can contact me for a free health assessment. And I want to thank you so much for tuning into this little video, and I hope you got some great information from it. Thanks.